Hello, hello everybody. Oh, bad start. Already have something in my throat. Oh, my thing is not. Here it is. Okay, I'm ready. Time for the big reveal. It's me, as always. How are you all doing? It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. It's been like 3 weeks, hasn't it? Yeah, I think it has. Last week, or well, 2 weeks ago. First, a fun thing. 2 weeks ago, I was on holiday in France, lovely France, and last week I was sick, probably from being on holiday in France. Hello, Eben. Hello, Kusi. Hello, Meru. You were on holiday. Oh my God, You're not gonna say you were also on holiday? What a coincidence! So, at least a minute. It has at least been a minute. I did make some progress in Keypark since the last stream. As you all know, we are very much in progress of finishing. Wait, I should put my camera like this. Finishing the Nepal area, which is basically this whole middle part of the zoo. And we are actually getting pretty damn close. So why don't we start off today with a walk around the entire Nepal area. Cor got sick because we collectively lost our minds during the trip. That's one way to put it. We are coming out of what will hopefully be the North America area after coming through the South America area. I really hope we're gonna have time to do that, by the way, because basically one of the zoos that we visited on our holiday, Eben and I, was Keypark Zoo, and they have a tropical dome. Not exactly like this one; it's much bigger and cooler, but regardless, the music is a bit louder than usual. Uh-oh. What have I touched? I'm gonna put it down. I don't know why that might have been. My bad. So you're not excited for the red panda at all, are you? What are you talking about? I am the most excited. I've heard people's videos saying like, oh yeah, it doesn't look that different. My man, it is night and day. It's so much better. I love it. But yeah, so Keypark Zoo has a tropical dome. Very unlike this one. But the fun thing about it is that you enter it through a cave. There's waterfalls around the entrance. It starts off with a aquarium-like section, and then when you come into the hall, you see the manatees. Now, that is the exact same thing that I was planning for my tropical dome, and even to the point where like after you come inside, you start to spiral up to get to a second level. Like the similarities between what I planned for my tropical dome and what Beauval has, people are gonna say I ripped off Beauval. I want to make it clear, this was my own original idea. They took it from me. No, I don't know how that it's funny how that happens. Like, yeah. I was showing my last wife and she wasn't as impressed as I was. What? A book about history about Czech and Slovak zoos will be published in English soon. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. And Baba Power, you pre-ordered Planet Zoo too? That's awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to rip this off in Keypark multiple times. Well, I mean, now that the dome that they have is the exact same as mine, I might as well rip it off. Also, by the way, hello Croco Hot Chops, I missed your message earlier, and hello Pim. Speaking of messages, by the way, I have been working in the background. I'm trying to make the streams a little bit more interactive, taking some inspirations from some of my favorite streamers. I don't really watch live streams, but I do like watching videos of live streams, compilation things, specifically Doug Doug. I'm a really big fan of Doug Doug. I don't know if anyone knows Doug Doug. I will never ever get my streams to his level of interactivity, because all the things that he does is just insane. And I think it's a lot easier. Well, okay, it's not easy, but I think Twitch allows for a lot more stuff regarding like APIs and stuff to make those interactions than YouTube does. But long story short, I added sounds to like if people subscribe and if people send super chats. And at some point I will try to make something appear on the screen, but that's a little bit more advanced than just adding a sound. I also want to work on some like branding before I do that, because I kind of want to stop, like if you know my stream layout without the, wait, I should not have this stuff opened. If you know my main stream layout is like this, I kind of want to get away from just ripping off Planet Zoo in terms of that stuff. That being said, the sounds that I made, the notifications, are taken from Planet Zoo, so I need to think of something better for that as well. But it is stuff I'm working on, just in the background. Oops. Now Red Panda Show goes to Zoopedia will get the Giant Panda too. Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, both days of Paradisa were during the heat wave. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I know the feeling. Time to build this again in Zoo 2. Ooh, I really hope I won't have to. We're gonna make some original stuff. Anyway, we are at the entrance to the Nepal area, as you can clearly see from the Nepal flag, which is even a little bit wavy, except for the... It's a super trippy effect, because the flag is moving, but the thing in the middle isn't really. It looks really weird, but it's funny. I don't know what the entrance of the Nepal area is gonna be like. Really, I don't have an idea for that yet. We could make some kind of arch or bow or something. What I'm currently thinking is that this thing over here, which will be the sea otter enclosure, maybe the underwater view of the sea otters will be like a cave, and then that cave leads into somewhere where you can also see the indoor area for the badgers, and then that will lead into the Nepal area proper. But that is whenever we get to build all that stuff. That's why I kind of want to leave the entrance be until I've built this area. But anyway, over here, we're going to have a honey badger enclosure. I think that's what we're going to be working on today, because I kind of want to have it done. And then we have our amazing palace cat enclosure over here, which I'm still really, really happy with. It looks really good. We need to add a few more of these prayer flags though. Also need to do that around Taala, which is the next part. So over here, we've got a little bit of a river flowing alongside the pathway, which is, this is all pretty new. I've added all of these railings. I've done up all the foliage work over here a little bit. You haven't streamed since I've been to Nashville, I think. Best saga I've ever seen, hands down. Nice. That's I haven't streamed in a bit, so that's very possible. But yeah, over here, we are walking up to Taala. Now this is something that I've taken straight out of Nepal. In Nepal, they have these like big letters when you enter a town with the town name. That's what they had in Ilam, which was kind of the main city I visited on my way to the red panda habitat. And yeah, what you see a lot in these mountainous areas is the water like flowing alongside of the roadways like this. So that's what I did over here as well. This fence is also taken from Ilam. And yeah, as you come up here, we've got a little bit of a tuk-tuk, of course. And over here, I need to add some things. That's good to know. And then we come into the city. And as you can see, I've done a lot of the cabling work. That is pretty much all done up. Really, really happy with that. Oh, it looks like I'm stuck, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering here. Then we've got the backstage of our parrots in what is going to be a kind of pet store. I need to make a sign for that, but we'll get to that. I've really decided that until the entire zoo is finished, I'm not really going to do too much more custom signage, which is a pity because it's something I really enjoy doing. It really brings the zoo to life. But if you want to finish the zoo, it's definitely a nice way to save some time and focus on just the building. So we can go up here on this wheelchair accessible path to get to this building over here, which will give us a view into the Hanuman langur habitat over here. The Hanuman langur, or the grey langur, does live in Nepal. They do live in cities. They don't really live in cities in Nepal, but they are much better than, like, pretty much the only monkeys that really live in cities in Nepal are the rhesus macaque, Barbary macaque? No, the rhesus macaque, right? Yeah, and the mod for them is not great, so I wanted the Hanuman Langer because they're just a lot cooler, and they also tie into a little bit more education, being that Hanuman is a Hindu god, which is one of the main religions in Nepal, so it's cool to kind of have some education about that, which we have over here in the form of this statue of Hanuman himself. Now over here, we've got a broken in window, which leads to a little kitchen-like area, which we showcased last stream. We kind of built this building last stream. And the langers can actually go inside of here. I haven't really seen them do it voluntarily, but it is traversable for them. And on the other side, we've got a beautiful, beautiful building, George's Aquariums, which I've given some extra like light strips over here because that's something that you see a lot in India and Nepal, these light strips on buildings. But over here, we have Taala Academy, the school, which is going to be like a little school area where you also see some things about money being raised. This is the home of kind of the non-profit organization of Keypark. So it's got some exhibits in here for smaller animals, like the, I think this was supposed to be a crocodile tail lizard. I think this was supposed to be vampire crabs. I don't remember exactly what we decided. Have you been to Zurich? No, it's definitely on my list though. It does look really nice. But yeah, over here, the walls of this place are billboards, and I should add some more. Please, I know what we will do. I'll do that, Eben. Eben's going to help me finish the zoo a little bit by doing some of the buildings that I would otherwise be skipping, probably. So as we come along over here, we have a lovely enclosure for the myna, which is a cool bird. We can see them. There's one sitting over there in the... Wait, let's go through here. There's one sitting up there. There should be one sitting like on the balcony over there. We got a cool bird. And yeah, they also live in cities a lot, so you're pretty often you'll see them around these kind of places. And coming around the back here, we've got a window into the Hanuman Langer habitat once again, where you can kind of see the entire habitat in one go. And we still need to add some furnishing. Come on, Mina, thank you. Getting heads for crude oil on Planet Zoo stream. That's certainly interesting. Yeah, but we still need to do the furnishings of this habitat, also of the interior there and the interior here, and of the interior over here, because over here we have the event center of Keypark Zoo, and because it's in Taala, it's Taala Event Center. You can make a reservation at keyparkzoo.com, but if you come in here, I haven't built anything because, well, I didn't feel like it. It's not the most important building in the zoo, but Eben proposed, or Eben sacrificed himself and said, I could build something for that. That seems like fun. So basically what we have in here is toilets. What I was originally planning was, of course you need like a wardrobe somewhere around here probably. Then you come inside, and I was thinking you'd have like a little coffee corner, maybe some breakout rooms, like 2 separate rooms with some meeting tables and stuff, and then basically just a larger event space with tables and chairs. Over here can be like a beamer screen where they can do the presentations, and that's really all that I had planned for it, really. So something along those lines should be good. And it was breakout room. It was the breakout room. Yeah, no, that was an idea that I had. But if it doesn't really work out, then that's also fine. I completely trust your judgment. Back here is also a little bit of space, which I intended to be like a storage room of sorts. And I guess somewhere over here, I kind of forgot there should be a door for the keepers as well. Which maybe doesn't make a lot of sense to have in the event center, but I don't think that matters that much. We are a small zoo. And then yeah, as we come out here or go in here, we got some chickens, because of course you'd find that in a city in Nepal. But then over here, this was the Pangal Inn before, which was a really fun name, and I still want to use it somewhere. But I kind of wanted to make this door a little bit more inviting and a bit more obvious that this is the main route where you're supposed to go. You do also have this sign pointing in that direction. But I thought saying, okay, this is actually the home of Habre, and this should, fingers crossed, should say the same in Nepali. But I really don't, I have no way to verify that, because I can't read this. But supposedly this is what that would say. And over here you can come inside and you will first see the pangolins, which is one of the animals that is also being protected by protecting red pandas. Hello, Puggy Boy. And as you come through there, you will enter the red panda area. So first you're going to have the Himalayan monal, which is the national bird of Nepal, and then the red panda habitat over here. And you can see things have started appearing in the back as well. Now, originally, I love this. We better get pandas at Planet Zoo too. I hope so too. I hope they have a lot more detail in terms of the skills and stuff. But yeah, over here, we have been using these rock walls by Eben, and I kind of said to myself, okay, for the rest of the area, I don't really want to use these because it's going to get a little bit samey. But I did that anyway, as you can see in the back here, just to save on time. But yeah, coming down the hill over here, we do have another aviary. This one is going to be for yellow-billed blue magpie, which are already kept in captivity. The red-billed blue magpie is, so it could also be for that one. Just that is the kind of bird I want to have in there, because that's one that I saw in the native red panda range and I really liked. And coming into this building over here, you will see like, oh hey, the red pandas actually aren't in a very forested area. After all, there's a lot of buildings around, and they're actually used to be kept as a pet in this building, which is why I would have some education here about keeping a red panda as a pet and why that's a bad idea, because they tear up your couch and shit on it, and etc, etc. Over here I want to make a 2D font piece person with like a speech bubble talking about his story. We can have education about the efficient stoves, about the Packs for Pandas program, just all different things that the Red Panda Network does to protect the pandas. But as you can see, billboard, we're not really doing billboards for the time being. So I hope I get around to actually making these billboards, because it would be really fun, but I'm not going to make that my main focus for now. So over here, you can see the yellow-billed blue magpie enclosure in full. We've got a lovely waterfall flowing down this building, and then a nice rock slide, and just a pretty simple exhibit for them. Over here, we would have the Munchak, and it's going to talk about red pandas being an umbrella species, and that by protecting the red panda, you're protecting all these other animals. Can I just thank you for the for the glass roofs? I would die building myself. Yeah, Noah makes some amazing domes and stuff. Then yeah, protection in the wild by reforestation and vaccinating dogs. We've got a lovely prayer rock over here, and then we get to a different exhibit. This one for the yellow-throated marten. I need to reach out to Monsoon, because I was told that Monsoon was working on an updated yellow-throated marten mod. Apparently the current yellow-throated marten mod is not really... yeah, it's not up to date, and it wouldn't be working. So I can't have that one. So I asked Leaf if he could update it, but he said go to Monsoon, because he should have a newer version of a yellow-throated marten, which would be way better. So I need to ask Monsoon about that, but I haven't gotten around to that. Then there's also a little indoor area over here, as well as some red panda fun facts, and the more proper views of the red panda enclosure with this like habitat immersion kind of effect. Then we got another enclosure over here. This is for the Asian golden cat, which also share their range with the red panda, and this is a much more endangered animal that is also being helped by helping the red panda, which is really nice to have in this area. And the enclosure structure over here is kind of based on the old yellow-throated marten habitat of owl hunts. I'm also going to keep that going for the yellow-throated marten exhibit itself. And it's a nice spacious exhibit. But yeah, you can see we have these same rock walls plastered all around here just to get this done, basically. Because originally I was planning to put billboards in the back and have like a painted on Nepalese landscape, which would have been really, really cool, but I'm just not going to have the time to do that. So this is way easier. So those are some of the enclosures that we still need to build. And over here, I guess it would be much easier to connect this up over here instead of where we had it. How did this... Oh wait, this used to be a little... I know why I didn't do that. It's because this used to be a little bridge. I guess I got rid of that. Oh, that bridge was actually... I don't know why I got rid of that. That bridge was like one of the few things left from the original first Keypark file that existed. But whatever. Unfortunately, I have 3 muscelids native to my state. River otter, long-tailed wheels on American mink. I mean, those are really cool animals, regardless. But yeah. So that's the update on the Nepal area. So we are making great progress. It's really just the Hanuman habitat, the building... over here, the interior of this building, the interior of this is pretty much good enough, really. We just need to add a couple things, especially over here. This 2D front piece person will be fun to do. And then, yeah, just these exhibits. But today, let's first focus on the honey badger exhibit. Now, what I want to do for the honey badger, let me just quickly look up my own video on them. And so what I want for the honey badger is the following. So we have several exhibits for them here. We've got the one in Berlin, which is this very cage-like structure that I don't really want to do. We've got the Vuurgeloof, which is netted over glass one, which is pretty cool. We've got Ulamuk, which is has a lovely indoor area, but the outdoor area is pretty bad. Like, it's just a pit and not very interesting. And it also shows that, like, even though you can have them in an open air enclosure, you're gonna need all this hot wire just to keep them from climbing up out of that. And then in Prague Zoo, they've got a slightly nicer exhibit with glass fences as well. So Prague is probably my favorite of these, and is what I would want to take most inspiration out of. But however, the idea of this area over here is that it would have in the past been a small cat area. So I do kind of want that to still shine through in this enclosure, like it would have been a small cat enclosure. Though we could, I guess we could just say that they got rid of the netting that was overhead. So I think that's what we would be doing then. Yeah, we'll just say, okay, it used to be netted over, but not anymore. And yeah, okay. That's actually pretty cool. So what I will just do actually is steal the walls from this enclosure. And that's going to make things go pretty quickly and pretty easily, I think. But we're going to take out these walls over here, which are just temporary. Which just always makes me want to build. I mean, that's a good effect to have. That's much nicer than the people saying like, oh, watching you build makes me want to give up on Planet Zoo. Because those people also exist. Oh, I didn't realize those things were so visible there. Oh, why is... Wait, I don't like that. Why is this grouped up with that? Alright. So we're gonna have something like that. And honestly, we're just gonna keep copy pasting stuff. not attesting to play Tiny Phone. I'm autistic enough to place thousands of tiny faux rocks into a mud wall. Good. The sign that you're a true builder. Alright. Something like that. And then we have this one. So for this, yeah, let's just go like that. I feel like something's missing. Red Panda, you got my attention. I feel like Ibn's about to bitch about my way of building. Which thing are you talking about, Ibn? Ibn is working on the restaurant for me. And now I'm wondering what he's complaining about. What is he complaining about? Probably this. Actually, the event center. Wait, where's a rock inside the wall? Oh, this. Probably this rock. Nice. Right. So actually the honey bears have quite a lot of space right now. This is a problem. No. I won't rob them of their space. We'll do something like this. That's probably a good enough layout for that. Now we will angle this a bit more, so that they are less likely to be able to climb out. Painting just got yak! Yakety yak! Painting is going a lot. Are the rhinos? Have the rhinos arrived yet? I thought they had, right? Nashville had some of the best planting. Ooh. Alright. I like that. I'll get rid of this one though. And we are probably going to put some hot wire. Let's save the hot wire for if we have time left though. So, as far as the front of the exhibit is concerned, I'm inclined to... First of all, let's do something like... like what? I guess I want to make this path a bit wider. So, last week I was sick, right? But it was also one of the most eventful weeks ever. Of course, I spent most of the week like in bed, but I did end up feeling good enough to go to the PhD defense of one of my best friends, who has been doing a PhD for the past God knows how many years. Rest his soul. the poor fella. But he finally finished like a while ago already. But it takes a while for that process to finish, I guess. I'm not an expert on PhDs. I would never ever have the patience to do something like that. But yeah, he finally got to do his promotion. And I was able to attend, which was really, really fun. He was super confident, and it was just so nice to hear him talk about his research, even though I had no idea what it was about. Like, I knew roughly what it was about. Of course, he talked about it at points, but it just sounded like sci-fi to me. Like, I don't know if I should like read or like say the exact title of the paper, because it's like, I mean, I guess it's just public information, but I don't know. It feels like doxable stuff, you know? Like, it's not exactly, but basically it had words in it, like it was about machine learning and sigma delta modulators. And that just sounds fake. That sounds like a made up word, you know? I feel like I'm about to crash the game if I keep placing these paths, but... Oops. Wait. That's what I want to do. Now, put this. I'm late again. That's fine. How am I doing? I'm doing really good, actually. And I'm no longer sick. I had a little bit of an annoying day at work today, but it was something that was a long time coming, I guess. Like, they started locking down our laptops so that we can't like access our private email anymore and things like that, because ooh, security risks. And it's mostly just a huge inconvenience, and things always got caught in the crossfire, so even things that weren't like our personal email, we are suddenly no longer able to access, like some things that we actually do need for work. So it's all just really annoying. But whatever. Okay, I think this will do in terms of the path. Just made it all a little bit wider. We will put the window a little bit further away from it though. So that guests don't really clip into it as much as they otherwise would. I had some false virus alerts a few days ago that was scared if we could never play CZ. You mean PZ? But nice. Good that you fixed it. I almost went for my PhD, then I was sick of school. Yeah, that's really... Have you seen the news on the master plan of the Odense Zoo? Yes! It looks really, really awesome. Finally some good news from Danish zoos. What do you mean finally? The freaking Randers also shared that they were gonna do big things. Lots of exciting things happening in Denmark now. All right. The game was loading as well. Ooh, that is spooky. I understand your concern. But yeah, anywho, the PC defense was really cool. That's basically where the story was going. And to celebrate this weekend, we went to Toverland, which is a Dutch attraction park, theme park. Because my friend is a very big fan of theme parks. And apparently, like, they just so happened to be last weekend, in the week that he was here visiting from Ireland to get his PhD defense. The Toverland was having a special anniversary event where the zoo was, the park was open for 25 hours straight. Now, we did not go for the entire 25 hours. But we did attend the event, and it was really, really fun. We went at like 2 p.m. We got into the park. We just vibed a little bit, you know, got a heat stroke. Went to see Hans Klok, which is a Dutch magician, which was really, really fun. I've always wanted to see Hans Klok, but I never really thought about, like, I never really took the time to figure out if I could even see him Like, I wouldn't really seek out Hans Klok, but it was really, we got there and it's like, oh yeah, Hans Klok is performing here. And it's like, oh wow. I just realized you were at the park with Niels Kooijman. We did not see him. We absolutely figured he would probably be there. And we really wanted to ask him if he could please say something funny in his... why is there... Wait, what is this? What is... Oh, it's lettuce. Okay, I was like, there was a really weird thing on my desk. And I could not identify it, but it was a piece of lettuce. I'm completely distracted now. Yeah, we wanted to ask this. So my friends, they watch Niels Kooijman's videos as well. But they're one of them is not a Dutch speaker, so so they sometimes watch it with these fucking AI voiceovers that YouTube does, and apparently it's the funniest thing in the world. I think I might see the in real life Bigsberg recreation. You don't have to say recreation if it's in my life. If it's the IRL park, you don't have to say recreation. I mean, I'm flattered that you think that they recreated my Planet Zoo project in real life, but it is the other way around. I heard some rumors my zoo may go into phase 3 of the renovation. Orangutans. Very nice. Wait, were you the one who shared that horrible enclosure for them? And is that why you're so excited about this? That would be nice. That looked awful. Anyway. Honey badgers. They're an animal. I want to move this gate. So basically what I'm thinking is we might make the enclosure a bit smaller on this side. How do you get animals in construction? That is a mod. Don't just ignore that they're there. I keep forgetting to uninstall the mod, even though I really don't use it ever. I only used it for the trailer of the Beeksebergen. And I've just forgotten to get rid of it afterwards. Oh, they have good success in breeding. I mean, if they have nothing on it. That's always a thing, right? Like, yeah, they're breeding a lot. That means they have good welfare. And I think in some species that may be true. I feel like that's not gonna hold true. Going getting distracted reminded me I should tell you guys that him getting distracted so easily was very much not a bit, and it's very much a real thing. Because, oh boy, what did I do? I forgot what made you... I probably did something that made you make this realization in real life, but man. Anywho. What am I doing? The England game is on. Oh no! If only I care. I'm happy. Why? Okay, I guess that probably happened a lot. But yeah, okay, so the honey badgers, let's take this wall over here. We can give them an indoor enclosure over here. This is a pretty fucking large enclosure. I feel like there are zoos that would put like... Okay, wait, well, since we have the fucking mod anyway. Okay, maybe... Honestly, best zoo? I think it comes close. Yes, we have the Nepal flag. But yeah, I think that is not a reason for me to make this smaller per se. Like, that's the thing I'm thinking, is it too big for just the honey badgers? But I don't think so. I don't know, seeing stairs. Hey, that's because I didn't recognize him even. Stop making fun of me for that. Okay. I'm trying to think actually. Did I ever make... I don't think I have. This door, this enclosure doesn't have a door. I'm going to ignore that. We're not gonna change it. But I do want to give this enclosure a door. Probably over here is fine. Yeah, I know, they're boxed up. Stupid. A lot of animals are boxed up. I need to go through all my animals anyway. Because fucking my game is lagging and I don't know what's causing it. It is an animal. I don't know which one. Are you going to give the honey badger climbing frames? Probably. I mean, they climb. Right now I'm just trying to move this door. I'm going to put it... Oh, what the hell? So the other day, I've gone pretty far into the stream without bragging about this. But this weekend, a Lego set that I bought like forever ago was finally delivered in the mail. And I really want to show it. Because it's a cool boy. As you may know... Oh god, I broke it. Okay, it's a very flimsy set. It falls apart pretty easily. Wait, let me fix it. There we go. Okay. It's a big boy. Oh, my fucking thing is... Oh no, I've disappeared. It's a boat. Look at how cool the back looks. Oh, it's so shiny. It's a big boat. I love it so much. Okay, this is not working. I really need to... This is one of the reasons I want to change my stream layout. Because I want to get rid of this stupid background removal thing. But it's a really cool boat. I'm really happy with it. So I'm a little bit broke. Because of my holiday. Mainly because I spent like a fortune on souvenirs in all the zoos that we went to. Because Eben is an enabler. I fully blame him. But... Oops. But... the main thing is just going on holiday. It costs money, right? I was like doing pretty good money-wise up until the end of the month. And then I saw that Lego debited my credit card. And I was like, oh no, the boat's coming. And it was like, I'm really happy with my boat, but the timing was not bad. The timing was bad. Wait, why is this gate here? Okay. Oops. Alright. There we go. Now the idea is that back here we're mostly gonna have some like backstage stuff. I has the same issue with Planet Zoo 2 when I thought that I was broke. Yeah. I mean, so far I'm doing pretty good. Alright, let's get rid of this. Oh, I also broke this apparently, so I should fix that as well. Oh yeah, I made this a staff path to prevent guests from... Like, in real life, guests would be able to walk here. But as far as the game's concerned, I'm trying to force guests to kind of stick to the main routes. So I put a staff path there instead. What do you think of the new animal release this week? I know you like the red panda. I love the red panda. Like is an understatement. No, the rest looks good. I'm not a huge fan of the kangaroo, the tree kangaroo. That one looks a little bit off to me. I don't know if it's the fur or lack thereof. I've seen people complain about the face, which I also agree with, but I think that might just be a pose or animation thing. But I don't know, the trout looks amazing. I told the person I'm dating about the trout, or I showed her the red panda. And I was like, look at how great the red panda looks. I'm so excited. And then she inevitably looked at the other animals, and she's like, oh my god, this fish. Look at this fish. And then I said, like, yeah, a lot of people are excited about the fish for some reason. I don't get it. I'm not a fish guy. but she was like, that's amazing. If I get this game, I'm gonna build a whole zoo just for the fish. And honestly, that's amazing. I think the fur, also lighting. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's just a bad picture. But it's so far, it looks like one of the weakest animals that we've gotten. Really. Which is a bit of a shame. Because it's a very anticipated animal. A whole zoo for fish. No one's ever done that. Aquariums don't exist. Speaking of fish, I got fish. That's one of the eventful things of last week. While I was sick, somebody posted a message in my building's group chat. It was like, hey, my aquarium is leaking. Does anyone who has an aquarium want any fish? And I was like, well, I have an aquarium that I'm not using. Like, it's up and running and everything. All it has is snails. I don't know. It's not a very big one. It's like a 30-liter tank only. So I was like, I don't know if I really can take any of your fish, but I would love to have some. If you're, like, if nobody else is getting them, and like if they're gonna die otherwise. So I had a look-sees, and they had a whole bunch of neon tetras, which are so awesome, and I would love to have some neon tetras, but they really cannot go in a 30-liter aquarium, sadly, so I couldn't take those. But I did end up getting some guppies, which I'm really happy about, because they're so cute. I'm really happy. I have 6 guppies now. I also took over 3 shrimp. And the great part about that is I've been meaning to get shrimp for this aquarium for a while, but my shrimp guy was out of supply, basically. And like, it's now been like a week since I've gotten these fish and these shrimp, and the aquarium has never looked cleaner, and it's all thanks to the shrimp. Like, this aquarium had an algae bloom like crazy. And it was always algae everywhere and shit everywhere. And the shrimp have cleaned it all up. It's amazing. The water is clear now. I can see everything. There's still a little bit of gunk that I want to vacuum out soon. But I'm also kind of assuming that even if I don't do that, the shrimp will take care of it. It's fantastic. I'm so happy. I just put everything. Wait. For your green, there's 2 fish tanks. Need to get a carpet python, a bigger vivarium. Ooh. You can see clearly now. I don't know which song you're referring to. I am uneducated when it comes to music. Eben tried. I tried to get Eben into birds. Eben has made me listen to his playlists, which are very good, and I very much enjoyed them. I don't know why I'm actually making this comparison. There's no comparison here at all. I can see clearly now the rain has come. I don't know this song. I'm so sorry. Alright. Ta-da! These windows are too big. Okay, so you don't know either. Okay, wait. Actually, I'm gonna merge these together. Wait, I'm not. I'm not actually gonna do that. We're going to take this thing and put it over here. Then we're going to take this thing. We're going to go like, whoa. Yeah. We should ban Eben from using birds in Planet Zoo 2. He's not allowed. He's not worthy. Alright, I feel like I should do something to make this more interesting. Like, this has a more interesting shape than this at the moment. And I think that's something I want for this one as well. I think we should not do the last window. We should do something rock related there. Same thing over here. That already makes it a lot better, I guess. Then I also want to make, oops, this a thing. No barrier. Wait, how do I put these? Like this, okay. I'm gonna put them boom, 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 boom. Then this bottom one can double up to like here. I just found out the greater Gryzon are pretty much tiny South American honey badgers. Yes, they are very cool. I have seen them, I think. Not sure which I've seen. I've seen a Gryzon species. Whichever one was at Island and Dierenpark Dubai. There's apparently a lot of them. And now, I don't know which ones I've seen. There's also little Gryzon. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's get a vendor. Okay, this is good. In fact, I think for this one, we might just put the thing on the floor. Just to be like, look at the boys. And that includes you. Then we drop the height of this down to there. There we go. And we level this out. Where does the water level sit? Well, we could maybe... No, I don't think so. Alright, so we got a hill. I think we're mostly just going to steal from the caracal habitat. Or from the palace cat habitat. I think I do want to steal this whole thing that we did. Which I also stole for the... Okay, wait, we could steal this, or we could just take Haribo's blueprint. Which is what it's based on anyway. Let's put down the blueprint. Stone wall or whatever? There you go. Oh, but the colors are different. Okay, no. I don't want to recolor them. Hello. Where am I? We'll figure it out. So, wait, we have to go in smaller chunks. I don't really like this because they're in a different kind of, like, this is because it's a mountain, but these are not really in a mountainous area, so to say. They are more like a grassland species, so we're mainly just gonna have a bunch of grass and also a climbing frame because they can climb. So actually, let's just steal that from the caracal. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna not have this now. I want to do this. I want to make the climbing frame a little bit lower to the ground because these are, even though they can climb, they're not really like an arboreal species, I don't think. Right, and then I don't know why there's two things there. Right, oh, I didn't realize it looked like that. Imagine having your climbing structures. Could it be me? Right, we can maybe do something like this. Don't want to just have the same tree though. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna scratch that part. What the hell? Why is the tree built out of 1,000,000 trees? So I think this is good enough of a climbing frame for them. The climbing structure might work, I don't know. Only one way to find out. I mean, that's not because of the climbing structure. It's because I moved the habitat gate. Why is the tree made out of tree? Did I say that? Couldn't be me. Let's check. They could theoretically use the climbing structure. There we go. I don't know what this line is. It would be very interesting to see them use it. Right. Now it's mainly just adding grass. So, wait, I don't know why I closed it before. I'm going to pull up my own video on a separate screen. You don't really need to see this necessarily. I'm just going to look at the habitat of Keypark Zoo. That's the indoor habitat. Okay. There we go. So they don't even really have hot wire around. They just have an overhang, which is already interesting. But yeah, it's basically just... Wait, can they use the burrow? Habitat, honey... Oh, they can use the burrow, but it's the big burrow. I don't really like the big burrow. It's too big. But yeah, in real life they would definitely be burrowing. So I'm gonna get the little burrow. First we need to lock down the path, or lock down the terrain with a path. Like that. If a tree held in front of a Goron... It's a tree held in front of Goron with a green screen. Yes. It disappears. Right, we're gonna take the small burrow even though they can't use it. And we're gonna put one down hereabouts, like they dug under there. We're gonna put one around here. And let's put one... I kind of want to put one like this. That's interesting. Alright, so I'm going to put one over here about... What if the paths can be moved with terrain? Oh. Oh. Well, I mean... I don't know, man. I don't want to think about that. That's one of many problems we're gonna run into when we play Planet Zoo 2. Okay, that one does not look good. I don't know if it does. Not sure if I'm happy with that one, but... Yeah, so I wonder if we'll have a way of locking the terrain. Like, I wonder if the paths on terrain will still lock the terrain. That's basically what we're curious about. I wasn't even thinking about that potential issue until you brought it up. Right, okay. For some reason you can only do this when you've just placed it, and then I knew that was going to happen. Why did I even do it? Maybe the one burrow is enough. Maybe I don't need to have to deal with this part. Yes, I will not be able to sleep. Not that I have been sleeping. So, to be fair, most of the reason I didn't sleep well... So, yesterday, Iban and I were supposed to record something together, and I had to cancel because I fell asleep on my couch. And I was like, I cannot possibly record a video right now. And the boat is to blame. I was really up late building the boat. And then also there was the soccer match. So, okay, the reason I stayed up late building the boat, because I thought the soccer match like was about to like be a thing that would cause noise outside. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to sleep anyway, so I might as well keep building my boat. And while I was building the boat, I was binge watching Netflix Avatar, which was a huge disappointment. So that was not a reason to stay up. But it kind of also was, because I was like 4 episodes in and I thought, well, now I might as well fucking finish it and just be done with it so I don't have to think about this anymore. But I did not finish my boat that night. I did leave some things for yesterday to finish, because this was Monday evening we're talking about. But yeah, I did go to sleep at like 4 AM or something, I don't know. And then the fucking... Was it 4 or 3 AM? It was too late, regardless. And then at 6 AM, the soccer match ended, and there was a lot of noise outside. So I got woken up anyway. So it was just a whole mess. Like, even the little bit of sleep I would/could have had, I didn't have because of the soccer match as well. So it was just shitty all around. What meta piece are you using for the fence? I had to step away for a bit. Wait, the fence? You mean the path or the glass? I like how I'm not elaborating until you answer, even though I could really easily just explain both of them. These are the Twilight banding pieces. Banding. And then it's just 3 or 4 of them to make a T shape. 4 of them. Okay, we are going to get parched. Or dry. Dry looks kind of bad. But also not really that bad. Okay, it's time we enable... Wait. Wait. I didn't know this was a button that existed. I didn't know you could do this. That's so useless. Like, that is so far away from like wherever you're holding your hand that it would be just as much effort to just click on it. Yeah, I'm clicking a button on my keyboard. It's the quote, single quote button, and it's cycling the items, but I don't see a way to like cycle forwards. I can only go backwards. So that also makes it kind of useless. Wait, did I activate? Yeah, I did. Okay. And let's get some periwinkle. Perry? Winkle the Perry? An ordinary Winkle? Perry the Winkle? Buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Kind of hard to imagine they made the buffalo grass look even better. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be called buffalo grass, to be honest. They just made the grass look better, not the buffalo grass specifically. Remember when we had to do custom grass just using the temple, like the eel grass? And then they made much better grass that I had to replace it all. That was fun. This doesn't look that good. No. Wait, I want to undo that. Undo all that. Let's get tropical. Let's get cracking. Actually thought that would be the right angle, but looks like this is it. Guys, they made buffalo grass in real life. That's just grass. So since I brought up Avatar and it being bad, I don't know if anyone cares about my opinions. To be fair, I've already forgotten like 90% of everything. Like, I know there was a point where the actor for Sokka was like, he said a thing, and he said an S after the word that he said, but I forgot what word he said. But I had to rewind and be like, did he just randomly add an S to that word? And then I rewound and it was like, yep, that's what he did. How did the director not be like, hey, Sokka, maybe we should do another take on that? And the only answer I have is that nobody cares. Netflix wants them monies. I've heard so many bad things about it, I'm glad I didn't continue watching it. It is really bad. But it's kind of like watching a dumpster fire, you know? It's interesting. Allures the color. That's not even the worst part. It's just the acting is bad. The writing is worse. Like, and I'm sure it's not the fault of the actors, by the way. Like, I'm sure they, in capable hands, will be able to do great things. It just does not seem like Netflix is those hands. Yeah, there's just no emotion. They are, like, so many of the line deliveries are just so dry and just nothing. It's nothing. Hello, Bold. Making great use of your thingy things. So, I am... Wait, Eben, can you test something? Because I think if you're a member... Bold just made me remember that members are a thing. I'm pretty sure members can do like 1 free super chat a month. Can one of you try that? Because I want to see if the sound thing is working. It should be working. I just don't know. Why is the odds of this? I haven't watched the 2nd season of Rings of Power. I watched the 1st episode of the 2nd season. I need to continue watching that, I guess. Feels old. How do I super chat? Oh god. We have 2 people who don't know how to super chat. Next to the chat win button thing input is like a $sign. And I think it's in there. I like how you're both old. Like, I'm asking you because I don't want to force someone to spend money for this. I just want to know if it's working. Because if that's working, then I know that, like, once I do like, the text on screen thing, that it's going to work as well, which would be cool. It tells me to give $. Damn it. I was pretty sure that's a thing you're supposed to have. Wait, YouTube. YouTube membership free super chat thing. Oh, wait. Ah! Even found it out, and it did make a sound. Did you guys also hear the sound? Is the next question. Because I added it to a thing. I'm not sure if that's what it is, actually. But at least that works. That's cool. Nice. Alright, so it's working. Cool. I'm happy about that. Jump scared. You got 1 of those. Okay. Oh, you get 1 of those every month to be like, hey, I've been here for this many months. That's cool. Thank you, Eban. So wait, now I'm curious. Which sound did it play? Did it play the subscription sound for that? Or, wait, it's gonna make a sound. Yeah, it made that sound. Oh, because it's the member milestone. I guess it was member milestone. So if you do a super chat, you get this sound. But I guess I can't test that one. Wait, is the sound too loud? Is it too loud? I can turn it down. I made it it's a separate slider in OBS. I will watch back this part of the stream. What time are we at? I'll find it. Okay. Let's keep putting grass. It's a bit loud. Okay. I'll turn it down just in case we get another thing. I'll like -4 dB. All right. Cool. And I want a bush. Creosote bush. That's a big bush. Well, not that big of a bush. Cool. You can also put another log just on the ground. Make it look like they dug under it or something. We will also add some rocks, like not this many rocks, but just a couple. Nope. Oh, we still had that one. Oh, whatever. We just go like this. Bam. Rocks. Do you think that placeable grass will sway? I mean, they could have made it sway in Planet Zoo 1. So, I don't know. It's a choice for them. I will say most of the foliage looked a little bit more animated, so I wouldn't be completely surprised if they do the same for the grass in Planet Zoo 2. Oops. Oh. That actually scared me. Okay, well now we know that that one also works. And Bolt, I told you not to spend money on me. Damn it. Okay, so... So I shouldn't adjust the volume for myself, apparently, because the jump scare is worth it. Incredible. I think that sound is even more like sudden. Alright, I think that's enough rocks. That's a solid amount of rocks. Honestly, I think we're getting pretty close to having just a good honey badger enclosure over here. Yeah, stimulate people to donate me so they can scare me. Alright, let's get the parched boy. Let's not get the big one. We don't need that big of a patch of parched grass. Just a little bit here and there. I bought a proxy chat server for the island server specifically so I could hear people scream when I jump scared him. Nice. You're definitely not making me regret my choices of implementing this stuff. I mean, to be fair, last stream, people thought that I didn't see the message because I was in the middle of saying something. So now that there's a sound, there's no way that I cannot not see the message. Or not that I didn't see it. This isn't making sense. I'm not making sense. I'll stop talking now. I want... It doesn't make a lot of sense that the top of the burrow is that much more grassy than the rest of the exhibit, does it? Do like this. Right, so maybe put in a sapling of a beech tree with a actually I don't like that, but we can make it a bush. So for the viewers out there, before we record, is there anything you want to hear from us about the France trip? Ooh. So we can incorporate it into the videos, or so I can talk about it now and spoil the videos. Oh, I cannot. And the videos will make that much clearer. Because I will be trying to pronounce the zoo names. Terre des Songes. I learned that one from Eben. Honestly, my bad French would just be a reflection of Eben being a bad teacher. And I want mossy. Welcome to Keypark de Beauval. De Beauval. No, there was nothing visible from the dolphins. I don't know if they've actually started that yet. I don't think so. I don't even know where they're gonna be building it. I'm so close to being done with the zoo, but I can force myself to do the inside of the desert house. Bold, I kid you not, if I wouldn't have this much of a zoo left to build myself, I would love to do that for you. Because it actually seems like fun. But man, I need all the time I have. Should be next to the African elephants. Really? I don't think we saw anything from that. Ooh, Eben is sending me pictures. Look at these pictures that Eben is sending. Look at that. There's a wardrobe. And look at this. You can actually already see it through the thing. Oh, that's where you put a door and found a rock. You made the toilets over there. This works pretty well, actually. Nice. Oh, and with there not being a... I forget why I didn't make this window all the way. It might have been toilet related, but this also works. Very cool. Good job, Eben. I'm happy with you. I see someone in Pronation just started a new zoo. Honestly, You gotta pass the time somehow. If you just make something small. Make something small and sweet. Now I can put a cabinet there for meeting room supplies. Nice. It all works out. Alright, now to put my favorite thing to signify that the door is a door. Bam. Does this door make sense? No. Am I gonna keep it? Hell yeah. Hello, just arrived. Hello. Alright, we'll just have something like this probably. And then this will be like a little keeper tunnel. And we'll put this. I need something smaller than that actually. Put something like this side over here. Hello, just arrived. This is a just stream. Well, I assume the door would be... Okay, wait. The handle should be on the other side. Hello. Can I... Oh, it's not in the group. That's a problem. So, presumably the handle should be on this side. And then it opens to the inside. So it would swivel this way. Uni preparation day. Exciting. It was so weird being back at my uni for the PhD defense last week. For those who don't know the context from earlier, I did not have a PhD defense. I went to my friend's PhD defense. But it was at my old uni, and it was really weird to be there. I kind of hoped I would run into someone I knew, like an old professor or something. Not a student, because I would hope that the students I knew wouldn't be there anymore. Because they should have graduated by now. But yeah, no, I didn't see anyone that I knew. But to be fair, I didn't really go look for them. I was really just there for the defense. Do you think every keeper opens to go like, why would they make it like this? Shut up, Bolt. It's a self-closing mechanism. Like, if you leave it at a tilt, it will automatically fall shut. And that's why they made it like that. It also looks really bad right now. Oh, that's why. Every day someone talks about college or uni around me, I'm glad to be done with it. Yeah. This is for the honey badger. Whoop whoop. It's really spacious, actually. Oh no, no! Stop! And it's all the French's fault. It's all the fault of the French. Like, why would they make those things so low? Was I recording when I hit my head? Now I need to know. I'm distracted. We're gonna find out. You're gonna get a sneak peek of Lumini. Where did I hit my head? It was at the Jaguarundi? Was it around here? What is this? That is not a Jaguarundi. I think I need to go back. No, I don't. No, it was in the Asia area. It was... Oh yeah, yeah, it was at the dead end. So that was after this, after it was here. It was right here. No, wait, this. Yes, that was it. You can see the screen shaking. Oh, that's so funny. So you couldn't hear it, but there was a very loud bonk. Oh god. Fucking French people. But like, you can even see me duck in the video. You know, the issue is that the whole holiday I was wearing a baseball cap. and it just... Wait, now I want to show the other time I hit my head. Because it was so much worse. I need to go to Zoo. And it was the first time I was there, I guess. Because, okay, so I was wearing a baseball cap the entire time. And you don't realize it, but that actually cuts off, like, a pretty big part of your field of vision. Which makes it so you don't see that you're about to hit your head a lot. Okay. I need to go to wherever I was on the rope bridge. Because this was like the worst hitting my head I've ever had. Yeah, I was here. Da 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 da. Boom. I actually almost fell to the ground. Here actually my vision blacked out while that happened. That was bad. That was bad. That was a bad bonk. Anyway. I have a hard head, don't worry. Don't worry for my safety. What is that flower called that they added? Like the butterfly one? Flower. Oh, that's it. But this one. I want to put that one in this enclosure. Next April, your old is going to get a Goron Gets Hurt video. Amazing. My brain doesn't tell me if my head or ears are covered. I cannot see. Great, don't just suggest this peak free. Goron goes Hobbiton, yeah. No, it's not the Ruffalacia, it's the Bedelia. Also, Goron, can you show the progress I missed? Just rewatch the stream later. At the start of the stream, I toured the entire Nepal area because I made a lot of progress. Wait, rough. There is no rough plant. I was not even close. Oh, you're actually... Any zoo tips coming up? Maybe Hof van Ekbergen? I wish. For now, not a lot at the moment. I would love to come back to Hof van Ekbergen sometime this year still, but maybe... I want to say maybe if I go to Wildlands, but it takes too much time. If I were to be sleeping over at Wildlands, I would. Have you put Goron Bonks to play the theme song? No, I have not, as a matter of fact. But thanks for tuning in, Tim. That's really fun. Alright, so realistically we should put hot wire around this, but time-wise I think that's a bad idea. So instead I'm just going to finish up this little rock wall over here. Probably... No, I can't just steal this one because they're literally right next to each other. I could steal this one maybe. But, No, we are planning later this year. We want to go to Gamescom if there's going to be anything Planet Zoo 2 related there. And since we would be in Germany anyway, we kind of want to visit Leipzig. And we're going to be in Cologne, so we'll most likely end up going to the Zoo of Cologne as well then. And I think that's about it. And other than that, I don't have anything planned for the year. I'm kind of trying to work through my backlog of stuff anyway, because I still need to finish editing all of my videos from going to Uganda. Then there's the zoo trip I went on just now to... Oh yeah, we are going to Artis. That's true. I'm going to go to Beauval and... Well, we just came from there. We just came back from Beauval and Douai, and I wish you so much fun. It was really, really exciting. Yeah, Tim is amazing. Tim is also amazing. No, Douai is absolutely freaking amazing. It blew us away. Alright. I think this is pretty good as far as our honey badger exhibit is concerned. There would be a gate over there, but we'll leave that for whenever we build the backstage, which will be sometime in the future. So over here, somewhere, did you guys go to Puy de Fou? No. We did not. Kind of Prague, right? Yeah, the enclosure is mostly based off of Prague. I have a friend who is a big fan of Puy de Fou. She one time when she was there, she sent me some videos. It was insane. Like, I remember it was like during a show, like a whole platform raised up out of the ground, and it was fucking insane. I saw today that app has 2 honey badgers listed. Really? Well, if you need some inspiration for Hof van Ekbergen, no, that is very interesting. I feel like that's something that Fauna Park would probably pick up immediately. But I'm not exactly sure how that goes. I'm not very happy with Fauna Park at the moment. If I wouldn't be mad at Fauna Park for existing, they would be kind of the perfect zoo for them, because they're exactly up their alley. Surprisingly, we can also recommend Serzaanfonds. Yes. But I don't know what zoo would be good for honey badger. I would like Beekse Bergen to take them, but they don't really have an enclosure ready for them. Where would Beekse Bergen put something like that? It's not a very Beekse Bergen species anyway. Overloan, I feel like it's kind of an overloan species, to be honest. Tim, do you know anything about what Overloan did to piss off the AZA, by the way? I don't know if you're at liberty to talk about that stuff, but it feels like you would be, like, I feel like you're the most qualified person to talk about that, because I don't understand. I've seen a wild honey badger. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I figured. Need to go to Zurich and Basel, so I have references. I really want to go. I really do. Yeah, it's just, it seems so weird that if they were warned, why wouldn't they do something about it? That's good to know. I did notice that they still had EAZA on their website in a couple of spots though, which was interesting, but I'm not gonna poke any bears as far as that's concerned. Yeah, Beauval was nice, but I mean, I think you were more let down than I was, But I think the main problem that we had with Beauval was that we had seen so many people compare it to Paradisa that we were expecting Paradisa levels of stuff. And that was our main reason for being let down. Right. All right. It's funny that you mentioned it, Bold, because Eben was talking today about wanting to take me to Canada. Even if we go to Canada, we absolutely need to meet up with Bold. I will absolutely like sacrifice myself because I know the two of you would just be bullying me all day. But it seems like fun in some way. Whoops. Okay, there. Found out recently the secretary bird my zoo has his own loan, which is sad because they're so rare in North America. Oh. Oh, you're still temporary? I thought you were a full member already. Do you really think I wanted to go to Canada for the sea otters? I mean, you seem pretty convincing. Sorry for not reading your sarcasm. I don't think Beauval is bad, but compared to Paradisa, it is. I still wouldn't say bad. It's just, there's definitely more dated parts than I would like there to be, especially given the money that they seem to have available. Alright, I think pathwise something like this. I want to keep some space over here for something. It's gonna be a very cramped space, but so over here, what I think I just need to take a page out of like Berlin or something, because they have a gate that leads into the Himalaya area, and that's basically what we need to have over here as well. We just need to have some kind of gate being like welcome to the Himalayas, and then yeah, that starts you off with Taala. So I'm gonna leave this for now because I don't feel like touching it on the stream. What time is it? Ah, we have some time. All right, let's go over to the the tacky music. Yeah, no, that was really bad. Yeah, I mentioned in Silver, I'm not really cool anymore with Western people just using culturally significant in their religious architecture as mere set dressing. Yeah, and indeed, in Beauval, they were actually using the music in the background of the area, and I was like, this is not great. That's just not great. But yeah, okay, so over here, I don't know what I want to do with the interior of this building, because I want to add some things to it. Also, did I end up finishing this? I did not. Okay, actually, I want to do that first. Antwerp has the Planet Zoo music. That's amazing. I remember one time I was at Walibi in the Netherlands, which is a theme park, not a zoo, but whatever. They had some kind of video game event, and I don't know if it was because of the video game event or not, but they were playing, well, not only the Planet Coaster soundtrack, but also some Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 music, and that got me particularly excited, because the nostalgia for summer air is just so strong. I hate the fact that we never just got these bottles as a separate piece and we need to have this stupid plank inside of them. Yeah, Tim is definitely someone to be jealous of. Any dream species for Planet Zoo 2? I saw there's no cetaceans, which is quite a shame. It is quite a shame. I mean, it didn't rule it out completely, but yeah. I don't know. For me, I'm already pretty satisfied. Like, there's both not that much more that I could want, while at the same time there's so much that I want, but there's nothing that really sticks out to me as like, that's what I want above all. So I find it really hard to say like what more I really need to have in the game, I guess, if that makes sense. Mothers will add. Wait, the middle part, the only part of Do It was that it was with South America section. Oh yeah, we love that. Like I was so happy. Like we'll talk about this when we do our videos on the trip. But we got to go to Do It for like 2 hours when we arrived, and then a full day the day after. And I was so happy we did those 2 hours. Because back then it was not that hot yet, which it was on the day after. And that aviary was just teeming with life, and it was so incredible. And when we went on the second day, it was so hot, like none of the birds were like flying around or doing anything. Oh, the old one. Right, so yeah, that's just the main wolf hunting bears. I didn't mind that much. Like the main wolf enclosure isn't super pretty or anything, but there's nothing really wrong with it, I wouldn't say. What do I want to use for this? I guess mossy thing. I will make this look like rusty stuff. 2 meters? Yes. The other enclosure was cool. Like, it didn't have underwater viewing, which could make it a bit better. Because they did do that with the Pygmy Hippo. Okay, this does not make a lot of sense that it goes through the glass, but whatever. I can't afford to care. We need to finish this zoo. There's no time. I also love ground hornbills. Yeah, that is one that I would really like as well. Like either Abyssinian or African ground hornbill. Last question. We're starting on new construction in September. Any guesses on the theme or species? Ooh, that is very difficult. I'm now inclined to say honey badger. They quickly snatched it up. I am curious indeed about it. Asia could be fun. I'm trying to think, because you have the wallaby. I don't know if you're keeping the wallaby. But I would be interested in a small Australia area in which you could have the wallaby, maybe some kookaburra. But then again, you guys are very interested EEPs. I don't know enough. The one on the left has a gap. Thank you, Bolt. I know that you guys really like to be in EEPs and focus on maybe more specific area than just an entire continent, so that makes it difficult. You can forget all of the existing species, none of them will come back in the master plan. Alright, interesting. No, I really don't know. There's so much that you could be doing. Like, part of me would say... Like, my biggest problem is I don't know enough about what is, like, available. Like, what could you realistically get? No, but technically... Tim works for Hof van Ekbergen. But he has also done work for Overloon. One thing I can reveal is that hopefully we'll start with 2 zones at the same time. Yeah, I knew about that. You told me. It was a secret that I've been keeping. But it's very exciting. Are you gonna do the podcast again? I really hope so. I'll try not to send a paragraph of questions this time. We will. Ah, oh, nice, nice. I look forward to it. Alright, so I did that. I really don't know what I want to do with this interior. Like, one easy thing that we can quickly do to spruce up the building is... Hey, that's why I started working on the shelf in the other building, because I can make a shelf over here. How's the construction on the roller coaster going? Even, that was a joke, you silly goose. Area should be the area, so the 2 areas should contain up to 35 species. Wow. Oh, that's super exciting. It's gonna be worth it, I bet. Alright, so I'm gonna put this... Oh no, I don't want to put that on that side actually. Because that's going to... We need to keep this... Basically we need to keep all of this clear because it's the viewing area. Sorry the NL in the World Cup. You don't have to say sorry to me. I couldn't care less. I get it's Planet Zoo theme, so it's just 35 species of bears. Yeah, I have to go. See you soon. Alright, see you, Tim. Thanks for tuning in. I'll definitely let you know whenever I will come to visit again. Oh. The color is different. Wait, is it? It's not. It's just the lighting, I think. What are your favorite parts of Douai and Beauval? For Beauval, the dome and the Africa area surrounding it. For Douai, I don't even know. The South America Aviary, the lion exhibit. So much of it. I've seen a post of a girl calling it Men's World Cup and just rage baiting men. Funny. I am not affected. Again, I couldn't care less about the World Cup. So let's build this, actually. Let's make a nice snake exhibit. Do I need to care about the back? Not really. Why is there a potato? Why is there a potato taped to the wall? I don't know why there's a potato taped to the wall, but I'm going to ignore it. Right, I could also just cover up the water. I don't need to keep it. I don't think I should care about this room anymore. I'm never gonna build it. Didn't you like the South American aviary? I mean, it's Eben, he hates birds, so it's kind of a rhetorical question. No. You've made your stance very clear. You want all birds to die in a fiery death. Oh, the one from Beauval? No, I didn't like the South America aviary from Beauval that much. It is very like top down. You're so far away from like all of the waterfowl. You don't get a good view of them at all. Also, when we were there, they were like doing some construction on the monkey exhibits, so we didn't get to see any of them either. So it was kind of a bad experience in multiple fronts. Yeah. I really wish it looped around, Because right now it's a dead end. If it were to loop around on the ground, so if there was like a second loop that brought you to the ground level, then it would be really, really good. But as it stands, it just didn't. Yeah. It was certainly impressive, and I got some really great up-close views of some of the birds. Like, I don't know what the bird is called, because all the signage was in fucking French. But the king vulture looking thing, I got some really great pictures of that. So I was happy with it. Wait, I'm guessing this is... yeah, no group. Wait, this is a grassness pole. Oh, I guess I built this before string existed. String. Go. Cool. And the manatees that breed like crazy. They had so many. Jesus. Let's get the ivy. It's not called that. What's that plant called from the tropical pack? Vine. It's not ivy, it's a vine. And I am doing just fine. I have to say, after seeing the manatees at Beauval, I don't want to hear anyone complain about the size of the manatee exhibit in Paradise. Yeah. Wait, they still had 18 manatees this year? What? What? No wonder they had to get rid of them. Wait, where's the Liana? Oh, it's not called. This one's not called Vine, of course. Yeah. I think that's what the upper part would be. I think both map-wise and geographically wise, that is the top part, because it's higher up than the rest. Oh god, I'm gonna place it. Stupid game. There we go. They would need a light as well, of course. Yeah, the middle part was a bit dated. Alright, there's a little snake exhibit. Lovely. And we just need to... I guess we extend this a bit. Need to put a door in this. Let's just steal this again. That will make the color different. As you can tell, Eben has opinions. He's gonna cause a lot of comments in my video, I feel like. Which is good. Thanks for the engagement. I feel like these should be a different color. Because I don't like this. Just do it like that. Okay. Why does this look bad? Yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's like the things where they slide in. Yeah, that makes sense. But did you know that was a billboard smell? I did know, as a matter of fact. And let's take this. Let's put it around. Oh, why is that not? Okay, guess I need to customize that a bit. Like a lot of engagement, just theorizing why we are getting a reason by green bison over American and such for species swap. Turns out some people are very invested into the 7 subspecies system for tigers. That would be really cool if we got that though. Oh, I think my mouse is had a bad connection or something there. That was weird. I mean, it would be interesting to see more subspecies. Like, I really would like to have both subspecies of red panda in the game. That would make me happy. I guess I could do this. And then take these. Oh, I was using those. Okay, my mouse needs to cooperate, because it's not. Hello mouse, please stop. No? Okay. I will take this. Eben is out here making enemies. And I'm here for it. Personally, I wouldn't want to see more than 4 subspecies of tigers in the game. I mean, as long as they don't take the slot for another animal, you know? Which I guess it would always feel like that is the case. Toilet seats! My god! Friends! Friends! Please fix your toilet seats. Like, come on. What is this? So many places in France just don't have a toilet seat, and it's ridiculous. It actually makes me mad. Why can't I select? There you go. Yes! You're just sitting on the bare ass fucking toilet rim or whatever. It's really weird and gross, and I didn't like it. Right, now we just need some, like, benches. Kinda want the benches to look more like this material, though. Is that too wide? I feel like that's too wide. I feel like I should do this. Just have 2 of these. And maybe I should just take... because these are a bit thin. It's weird, and we ended up waiting until we were in the dome where they did have toilet seats more often than not. Yeah. Yeah, no, even in the zoo. Like, most highway stations didn't have toilet seats. Actually, I would dare to say all of them. Then, like, small zoos, like Lumini, didn't have toilet seats, which is like, sure, you're low budget or whatever. But then even Beauval didn't have them in most of the toilets, and it was gross. Well, apparently they just got, like, they break, and they're like, well, we're not replacing this. This is costing too much money. At least that's what the internet told me. Not specifically related to Beauval, but mostly the highway and stuff. You know what I actually want? This is too fancy of a bench. I want those fucking... I'm gonna look up this and see if it gets me... Yes! This is exactly what I want. Apparently it's called a beer bag. Or beer couch. This is the type of thing that I'm going to build. So let's take this. These are like the most uncomfortable fucking seats, by the way. I don't know why I'm doing this to my poor visitor. Wait, it's for children. This room is for children. French toilets scare me now. Thanks for that. You're welcome. You should be warned. before you ever go to France, you should be warned about this. So I'm glad to have been the one to tell you. Yeah, at the dome and inside of the South American aviary, they did have toilet seats. Do they have toilet seats, right, even? I forget. I feel like they did in the main restaurant. You know what? It's not worth. I was trying to round out the corners, but I feel like it's not worth the effort. Who's messaging me during my stream? The big terrarium enclosure 10 minutes into the stream would be amazing for a Forsten's cat snake. Incredible. I guess we made a Forsten's cat snake enclosure today. The food at Douai was very special. And at Cerza, what did we have at Cerza again? Oh yeah, the fucking crocodile burger that was totally AI generated. I don't know why my nose was making that noise. There was a bird in my nose. Alright, so the only problem is... Oh wait, we have ranch. Send them to the ranch. This... you're supposed to support conservation stuff, not AI. Yeah. Tell that to the whatever marketing department. Beekse Bergen has been using a lot of AI in their recent educational videos, and I'm really upset about it. Gordon, have you been wearing this shirt since the Red Panda was announced? Look, why? If I'm gonna work from home, why would I need to make another shirt dirty? Please don't tell my date that I'm like this. But I think 2 or 3 days is perfectly acceptable to be wearing a shirt. Maybe not last week. Last week when it was almost 40 degrees, that logic does not hold up. But I feel like in general... Okay, that's not gonna work. Can I... We don't have anything. We have this one. It doesn't really work though. Maybe if we go diagonal, this one would be fine. It's almost fine. Wait. What's going on in these European zoos? No toilet seats, AI. AI is used everywhere, man. Don't tell me that other, American zoos don't use AI. Because that's definitely just not true. I am excited. I will wear nothing but Red Panda shirts until Planet Zoo 2 comes out. It's not very difficult, to be fair, because I pretty much exclusively own Red Panda shirts anyway. Oh. Oh no. My mouse is disconnecting again. Maybe I need to charge it. It's been a minute. It's really sad, but I feel like I'm already becoming like desensitized to AI being used in everything. Alright, our super cheap, terribly uncomfortable bench is almost done. In fact, I think it's already good enough. I just realized that I could have probably used no, planter. This one. Maybe not really. Maybe it would not have added as much as I thought. Oh, that's kind of good though. Right, I'm gonna make this work. I think it was like 40 degrees here. Yeah, it was horrible. So on Friday I was finally starting to feel like less sick, which was nice because I had a date planned, and we had planned to go to Blijdorp. Now the day before, my date already was like, "Hey, it's like code red. It's gonna be like close to 40 degrees. Are you sure we should be going to the zoo?" And I was like, I mean, it's whatever, right? We already planned it. It's fine. And then the zoo was even like, okay, it's code red panda. So now I don't know if I should be like more excited to go or like worried. I was mostly just more excited because it's like, oh my god, code red panda, hell yeah. Turns out code red panda is not a fun event. It is we are closing the zoo at like 2 because it's too hot type of event. But honestly, like up until that point, it was so nice in the zoo. Not temperature wise. I mean, the only nice part was the penguin enclosure, but the zoo there was no one. Like there were maybe like 20 other visitors or something. So we got to explore the whole zoo just on our lonesome. It was amazing. We had so much fun. And we actually, because I'm such an expert guide, we managed to do the entire zoo before 2. No, Blijdorp called it Code Red Panda. And I was wearing my Red Panda socks, my Red Panda shirt, and my Red Panda hat. And yeah, nobody commented on it except for my date. But yeah, after 2 we did go to the cinema to cool down because they do have AC there, and we watched Supergirl, and it was an okay movie, 6 out of 10. Now, what would be even better if we could manage to make this thing, but like folded up. It's gonna be hard. But basically, we would put it like this. And then take this. Like so. It's Code Red Pen that pulls up his bucket hat, stuff water in his fanny pack. That sounds good. Let's do this. No, I was way less prepared than that. I did put on sunscreen, like in the train ride there. But I did not reapply said sunscreen because I fucking hate sunscreen. Alright, we're gonna pretend like the legs haven't just grown in size tremendously. And just put this up against the wall. Where would they put these? Like over here. What the? Huh? How did it just flip like that? How did it do that? That was spooky. I'm scared. Okay, there you go. I like how this is blocking the exhibit. But yeah, those are some additional benches that they have lying around in case they need them. Oh my god, even sent you another work in progress pic. Oh wow! Look at you! Oh, you used that piece. I should show this to people. Oh wow, this one's actually full resolution. I'd have to zoom in for this one. I don't know why the other ones weren't. Anywho, oh I know why, because I opened them from a whatever. Look at this. Eben's making great progress. That's awesome. Looks so good. He's doing all the things I was too impatient for. Leans up against the wall in the most dangerous way. In place. In a place a kid will absolutely knock it on their head. Yeah! I feel like this divides up the room without making it feel cramped. Yeah, it does. It does. Although, I would maybe go for a type of couch that could be removed in case they want to create more seating space for a larger presentation or something like that. That would be my only critique. Okay, I would put it on the other side, but we have this huge ass fucking snake skeleton over here, which is kind of in the way. Like realistically, they should have put them in the office. And that's where I would have put them if I would be making the office. Ding ding, it's almost time to wrap up the stream. Thank you, Eben. Eben, I want to keep going. No, is this also a billboard? It is. Oh, because it actually has the billboard for the terrarium on it. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good to be wrapping up. Eben. I will continue working on these interiors basically. So probably by the next stream, I want to have all of these 3 buildings finished basically, and then I'm pretty sure that will finish the entire village basically. Apart from the, oh wait, no, we have the Hanuman Langer habitat and the indoor area for the parrots, which basically just needs a bunch of cages, just like the chickens. Probably smaller than the chicken cages though. But yeah, if that's done, then the village is done. Then there's just a couple of small corners. Oh wait, I just realized we had a thing here that we need to fill in. We are in the wrong tab. Hello. Right. I didn't need to press there. That's what I was afraid of. It's sticking through. Let's take this one instead then. Alright. Do I put bamboo there? Why not? I think that's fine. Let's make it a bit taller even. So yeah, once this small corner over here, interior habitat, once that's all done, the Nepal area is basically done right up until the red panda part. So I think give it a week or 2 or 3. Oh god, we know. No, I need to give myself 2 weeks to finish this. In 2 weeks this will be done. That's my goal. And then we move on to Australia. And then we have like then we have like 1 month for everything else. I don't like this. I don't like the time crunch. Okay, but it seems somewhat doable. In a way. We'll see. Oh no, I don't know. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining in. Hello, Cable Plays. Welcome to the stream. How much is left in total? So we have the Nepal area, the Australia area, which is like pretty much almost finished. It's doable. Then the entire South America area, which I'm really going to try to simplify as much as possible. Then we have a small North America / Florida Keys area. Very small. We have the restaurant and the terrace, which Ibn is going to help me out with. Thank you, Ibn. And technically, we also have the aquarium underground, which I do want to do. I really do. But we're probably going to do last, because we're going to be able to do so much better in Plan Zoo 2. But it is also, like, pretty far finished already. Look at that, Komodo. So I'm planning my Keys aquarium soon. Ooh, nice. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you around. I definitely won't. I won't have a video out this week. I'm sorry. I'm working on the Savannah Habitat inspiration video. In fact, I have it open over here. That's not it. I have it open over here. Oh, okay, yeah, it's super laggy. Look at that, I have 10 hours of footage. Currently going through the Beeksebergen Resort. Oh, look at that giraffe. Currently going through the Beeksebergen Resort, which is like, we have the Beeksebergen Car Safari habitat. Look at that giraffe, amazing. And we got resort number 1, resort number 2, resort number 3 is back here. Oh, I just cut off a bit of it. Wait. Resort, Beeksebergen Resort number 3. That's gonna take up like 10 minutes of the video, which is really funny. Then we have like Berlin. We have too much. There's too much stuff. There's just way too much. Why did I decide to make this video? It's so much work, but whatever. I think it's easier to slap under construction door on the aquarium. Yeah, but I have so many fun ideas, and it's basically half finished. I don't know, I really want to do it, but we'll see about it. Anyway, I'm going to keep rambling if I don't wrap up right now. So I'm going to wrap up right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Maybe I'll stream on Friday, since I'm not going to have a video. Then we can make some more Keypark progress. Yeah. I'm looking for the mute button, but OBS changed the layout. I found it.